What if I told you that your choice of partner has very little to do with what you think you want? Hi, my name is Matus Hanidziar, and the topic of this video is the shocking truth about why you choose your partner. I've been working as a hypnotherapist and coach for over 7 years, helping people understand their hidden patterns and create healthier lives. Today, I'm going to share something powerful that could completely change how you see relationships. Let's start with a story. Imagine a woman, let's call her Maria. Maria knows what she wants, or at least she thinks she does. She says she's looking for someone kind and steady and ready for a serious relationship. Yet, time after time, she ends up dating the same kind of a man. Charming at first, but unreliable, emotionally unavailable, and even selfish. Maria feels confused. She wonders why she keeps choosing people who hurt her. She thinks maybe she's just unlucky, or maybe there aren't any good partners out there. But the truth is much deeper and much more common. What Maria doesn't realize is that her choices aren't random. They are being driven by something in her subconscious mind. You see, we all have an inner system, kind of like a computer program that decides what we find attractive. Scientists call this a valuation algorithm. It works in the background, almost like a filter, choosing what stands out to us and what doesn't. The problem? This algorithm isn't always based on what is good for us. For Maria, the system running her choices was shaped by her past, especially her childhood. Growing up, Maria watched her parents' relationship closely. Her parents' dynamic wasn't healthy. It was full of ups and downs, arguments, and cold silences. Even though Maria didn't consciously choose to copy that pattern, her subconscious mind learned that drama and instability were part of love. Now, as an adult, her inner program makes her feel drawn to people who create those same emotions because they feel familiar. That's why she keeps choosing the wrong partners, even though she consciously wants something different. This isn't just Maria's story. This happens to all of us. Our subconscious mind plays a huge role in our love lives. It's constantly making decisions for us, but we don't even realize it. This is why you might be attracted to certain types of people or relationships, even if they don't match what you say that you want. Now, let's break this down a little bit further. Think of your brain like a learning machine. From a young age, it collects data about the world, especially from the relationships you see at home. If you grew up in a loving and balanced environment, your brain learns to value qualities like trust and emotional stability. But if you grew up around chaos or unhealthy relationships, your brain might learn to associate love with unpredictability or even conflict. This process is automatic. You don't choose what your brain picks up, it just happens. And the tricky part is, it all stays below the surface. You might think you are in control of your choices, but your subconscious is running the show. Now, let's go back to Maria. Once she started understanding this, things began to change. She realized that her subconscious mind had been trained to value things that didn't align with her goals. The first step for her and for anyone out there is awareness. You can't fix a pattern you don't see. Now, if this resonates with you, know that you are not alone, and there is no shame in it. These patterns aren't your fault. They are just the results of how your brain was trained. But here is good news. You can retrain your brain. The most effective way to do this is by exposing yourself to better examples of relationships. Think of it like giving your brain a new data to work with. For Maria, this meant a few things. She started working with me to unpack her past and understand how it shaped her choices. She also surrounded herself with friends who had healthy relationships. She spent time observing how they treated each other, how they communicated, and how they resolved conflicts. At first, it felt strange. Healthy dynamics didn't excite her the way dramatic ones did. But over time, her brain started to adjust. The more she saw healthy behavior, the more her subconscious began to value it. Now let me pause here for a moment. If you are finding this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone who struggles with their relationship choices, please share this video with them. Your support helps spread these messages to people who need them most. Thank you very much. Now, back to the story. Maria's journey wasn't quick or easy. Even after understanding her patterns, she sometimes felt pulled toward the wrong type of a partner. But she learned to pause and question those feelings. She reminded herself that familiarity doesn't always mean compatibility. Eventually, Maria met someone different. This person was kind, patient, and steady, qualities she used to overlook. At first, being with him felt boring compared to her past relationships. But as she gave it time, she realized that boring was just her brain adjusting to something healthy. This is an important lesson. Rewiring your brain takes practice. It's not about flipping a switch, it's about consistently exposing yourself to better options until they start to feel natural. Now, why does this work? Because your brain is designed to learn. The more positive examples it takes in, the more it starts to prioritize those traits in real life. Over time, your subconscious algorithm updates itself. It begins to value qualities that align with your conscious goals, like trust, like respect, like emotional stability. This doesn't just apply to Maria's story. It applies to anyone who feels stuck in unhealthy relationship patterns. Maybe you have noticed a pattern in your love life that doesn't make sense. Maybe you have felt torn between what you want and what you are attracted to. If so, know that you can change this. The process starts with understanding your own algorithm. Pay attention to what you are drawn to and ask yourself why. Is it based on compatibility or is it just a familiar pattern from your past? Then, give yourself new experiences. Seek out examples of healthy love, whether that's through friends, therapy, or even books and movies that show positive dynamics. Remember, this isn't about judgment, it's about curiosity and growth. The more you understand your patterns, the more power you have to change them. So, what do you think? Does this resonate with your own experiences? Let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.